What's going on, ladies and gents, and welcome to Action Sunday. Today, I am doing a double feature to wrap up the American Ninja franchise that I've been reviewing for the past few weeks. So, after the first two, I decided to lump these two together. Might as well wrap them to, to bring everything full circle. So, we've had Michael Dudikoff play the lead hero in the first one. Two movies, but now what happens when he leaves? And now we're introduced to a new hero. We got David Bradley, who plays Sean Davidson. Kind of fits the name, because David Bradley. You get my point. But anyway, so they never, when it comes to context of the plot of the third movie, they never explain his backstory. The only backstory we get from him and what his connection is to everyone is that, he is a karate champion. He's doing this tournament. Then somehow he gets embroiled into all this art nonsense. Somehow he crosses paths with another fighter as well as Curtis Jackson, played by Steve James. Yes, the only remnant that kind of connects him like dominoes from the first two movies is, of course, Steve James, who plays Curtis Jackson. Lieutenant Curtis Jackson, where his ranking was. So yeah, I'm like, wait, so how's it? So I'm like, had me wondering, like, okay, so they just happen to meet, they become buddies, and then the next thing you know, like, more crap happens. There's you got a scientist working on a virus. It's a little complicated when it comes to the third one, because the subtitle is called Blood Hunt, and like, oh hell yeah, these guys are out for blood, and like, yeah, but here I will admit one thing right now is that David Bradley's acting is in my opinion, is far better than Michael Dudikoff, because like I've said before, Michael Dudikoff acting can get a little one. Where with this guy, I think he has some range. He's shown me some emotion, something of that nature. Like, it's, I don't know. There's something about that made me drew me to David Bradley more than Michael Dudikoff's character. Okay, so to me it was a step up, but in the right direction for the hero wise. But I felt like we took two giant steps backwards with the plot and like the villain. Like, it's like something that's tropes and cliches that we've seen done before, but in other movies. But also kind of similar in the way that happened in the last one. But oh no, don't worry, folks. I'm about to address something in the fourth movie. But first, let me talk about the third movie. So it's like something we've seen done before. I did enjoy the final part of the movie. Like, holy shit! Like, this final assault. Like, Steve James has some moments to shine. I mean, I really enjoyed this one. So to me, I felt like this was like almost just as good, maybe if not better than maybe American Ninja 2. I don't know. Maybe there's something that I'm missing, but I just found it to be really enjoyable. But then comes American Ninja 4: The Annihilation. So now now Michael Dudikoff's character is back. They don't, but here's the thing: continuity error is like, okay, so somehow he and David Bradley's character, like, somehow they know each other at some point. Somehow he trained him. I don't know. Nothing makes sense to me. This whole thing was kind of clunky. Okay, and to me, I think that's what brought this entire movie down. All right, because like clunky scene transitions, the story. I think they were recycling tropes literally from the first movie. I'm like, wait a minute, we've seen this done before. So we got a supervillain, but instead of a Mexican or Japanese guy, we have a British guy or South African. I'm trying to remember the context of this character and the location. Teamed up with an Arab. Oh, goody. Wow. How many different nationalities can we piss off in this movie? Not to mention, like, nothing that adds sense. Wait, what? Hold on. First off, an Arab would never come across ninjutsu. They would never branch through the world of ninjutsu, because first off, these two totally different mythologies and ideologies of the world don't mix. They clash. And furthermore, the way of the ninja is completely different than the way of. Of course, if I want to talk something like this, what is this, a UN meeting? I'm sorry, okay. But anyway. The point is, like, that didn't click. Like, there were some clunky transitions. There were some really poor editing choices there. I don't know. There was something about this movie that made me just feel like that the movie was rushed a little bit. Production-wise, was like, it was. I felt like it was more of a step down. But action-wise, it was pretty crazy, top-notch. Got a chance to see, like, the best of both worlds. Like, got a chance to see what Sean Davidson, David Bradley's character can do. But then all of a sudden, it's like, holy shit, we have not seen Joe Armstrong in a long time. They reference him at the beginning of the movie. But here he is, back in full force, back in full swing. He kind of steals the show in the last part of the movie. And, like, to me, I felt it was good. I felt it was pretty neat and pretty cool. But I don't know. Like, I was kind of expecting more, and it was like also add to the fact that we have this very abandoned third world country town that I feel like it's like been ripped out of Mad Max. I'm like, wait, hold on, is this the 90s, is this present day, or is this the future? It's like nothing added up. Okay. But I did enjoy the action, okay? That's what matters, because that, to me, was what brought everything to the dance. It's like all their talents, all the great action sequences, it flowed together, but seriously, there was so many clunky things. Maybe just go, what the hell is wrong with this movie? And, like, it just left me with a bad taste in my mouth, but at least it made me happy to see Michael Dudikoff back and just finally just say, this is it. He beats the bad guys. He walks off into the sunset, kind of thing. But they never explain, like, oh, what happens to Sean Davidson? Nothing. Well, I understand that's where American Ninja 5 comes in, but of course, I've been having a hard time trying to find that one. If I do find that movie someday, maybe I'll give it a watch, and maybe I'll finally tie in and probably give that character some closure. Because to me, American Ninja 4 was like, I don't know. It was like, okay, a hello again, and then a goodbye to Joe Armstrong. But there's still more of Sean Davidson's story that was left over from third one, and here there was like something left, and that's I think was what I was expecting. But of course, I was kind of expecting a little more character development, but no, there was nothing of that nature. All right, so yeah, after much thought, if I had to give these two movies a score, so like I said about American Ninja 3, I thought that was good, just maybe just as good as the second one. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna give that one a 5.5, just like I did for the for American Ninja 2. As for Annihilation, I am giving that a freaking 4. That's as best as I'm gonna give it. The action sequence is fine. But everything else, the clunky transitioning, the clunky storytelling, like it took me out of it. And also the fact that they were also recycling shit that I already just saw from the first movie. It just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it about the American Ninja movies. I really wish I could find American Ninja 5, and if I do, maybe I'll come back to it in the near future eventually, because I don't know if you guys saw my message I dropped on Thursday. Maybe when I come back in a few weeks, maybe I'll review it. Who knows? Okay. So that does it for tonight. If you want to give these movies a watch, they are available. But absolutely, if I had to pick the best of the bunch, I'd say the first movie is the best one. Okay. If you want to check out the sequels, give them a watch. All right. So that does it for now. That does it for tonight. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and just stay tuned for some more awesome videos whenever that may be. All right. As you know, I'm taking a hiatus. Okay. After the shit that happened to me, the death in the family and all these things, I need some time away. But more on that. Go check that vlog out. Okay. So till then, I'll see you guys on the flip side. And of course, don't forget to buy my book over on Amazon. All right. Have a good night, folks, and I'm signing out.